Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to
ARK,
Apostolic Radio for Kids. I'm Brother Jason Ashley, a children's evangelist from Gina, Louisiana. Some kids call me Papa.
And I'm James Pelletier, the Sunday school junkie from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I love teaching kids about Jesus and all things Sunday school.
And I'm Angel Ladd, or you can call me Miss Sunshine. I'm from Sacramento, California, and I am the voice behind Super Kids Nation.
And we're here to bring you the Word of God
in a fun, powerful way.
Every single week.
This is
ARK,
Apostolic Radio for Kids. Here we are, Boots, in the wide open prairies of home. Wide open land, wide open sky. Nothing but green grass as far as I can see. Nothing in our way. Nothing in the world to keep us from getting where we want to go. Wow, this is paradise, Boots. We got access to wherever we want to go. From sea to shining sea. From mountain range to the moon. Anywhere we want to go. We just... What in the world? All of a sudden, the Rubber Bandit pulled Boots to an abrupt stop, and they were staring face to face with something they've never seen before. It was long, very long, and had sharp, pointy things on it, and it was stretched tight. It was a fence. Now what will the Rubber Bandit do? How will he get past this offense? Now, I can tell you, the Rubber Bandit has been in lots of tough situations, but he's always managed to get out the other side unharmed, mostly by the help of his trusty steed, Boots. And let me tell you a little bit about Boots. Boots is not an ordinary horse. No, not at all. Some people say his body looks like one of those metal sawhorses you buy at the hardware store. But Boots likes to refer to it as his bionic bod. It's been said that his neck is built like a 4-inch PVC drain pipe, and his head looks a lot like a rubber boot. Well, maybe that's where he got his name from. His tail resembles the end of a mop, and his majestic mane the bristles of a dollar store broom. All of these features give Boots some superpowers that have come in handy in helping the Rubber Bandit escape danger many times. Now, who in the wide, wide world would put a fence in front of me? We ain't never given nobody reason to have a fence. Oh, everybody loves us, Boots. How in the world are we going to get past this fence? What do you mean, just get over it? Have you seen them prickly, pointy things and porcupine-looking thingies? Why can I just get over it? I just want to sit here a while and pout about it. I want to show everybody how bad I got it. I want to look at it real close and count all the pokey points and tell everybody how bad it is. Do you know how hard it's going to be to get over that thing? Why, what if I fall? What if I hurt myself? What if I get poked on my backside? Do you know how bad that would hurt? Then, all of a sudden, from the other side of the fence, riding on a white stallion with 2 ranch hands behind him named Thomas and Shep, riding on Shetland ponies, came Cowboy Stu. Why, I should have known. Well, you've done it now. Of all the low-down, rotten things to do to me and Boots, why you went and built a fence? Now, Cowboy Stu was a big, gentle cowboy who would never intentionally hurt anyone. As a matter of fact, he and his top ranch hands, Thomas and Shep, held a big feast every fall, and they invited everyone within 100 miles to an all-you-can-eat gigantic pot of everybody's favorite meal. Yep, you guessed it, Cowboy Stu.
Now, Rubber Bandit, we didn't put up this fence to keep you out. We put it up to keep our cattle in. We've got this beef for our big cowboy stew cooking every fall. And if we don't have a fence, they just run off and the wolves would get them.
Cowboy Stu, I demand you remove this fence that you've placed in front of me immediately.
Well, Rubber Bandit, me and Thomas and Shep worked hard building this fence. And if we take it down, the wild wolves will get our cattle. We can't take down this fence. You'll just have to get over it.
Now, this made the Rubber Bandit very upset. First, he was angry. Then, he was sad. Thinking about all he would be missing out on. Then he pretended like he didn't care at all, and he stuck his nose high into the air. But eventually, he realized that he and Boots weren't going any further until they just sucked it up and put forth the effort to get over it. So, with his eyebrows squeezed together so tight that they almost touched and made a million wrinkles on his sweaty forehead, Rubber Bandit raised his dusty cowboy boot and he placed it on the first rung of the rusty barbed wire.
Whoa, that ain't too bad, Boots. Well, them porcupine pokers won't even stick through my cowboy boots. Now, if I can just swing my leg over the top rung.
Then, all of a sudden, he let out a yow! Cowboy Stu covered his eyes. Thomas and Shep ran around and hid behind their Shetland ponies. The Rubber Bandit was hung up by the seat of his pants.
I knew I couldn't get over this fence without some permanent damage. I'll never be able to walk again. They'll have to cut my leg off, and I'll be a vegetable for the rest of my life. Oh, my wonderful life is over. I'll be in a nursing home from now on. And
he yelped like a coyote at a full moon. He crowed like a rooster at daybreak. He gobbled like a turkey on a limb. But all of the noise and commotion wasn't helping a thing. Then Boots sprang into action. With his bionic hooves on his bionic bod, Boots gently stepped on the upper rung and pressed down a little. And then Rubber Bandit was free. He swung his leg over and landed safely on the other side with a thud. The cowboys cheered. Cowboy Stu fanned his bald head with his sweaty cowboy hat and yee-hawed with all his might. Thomas was jumping up and down, and Shep was running in circles so fast he got dizzy and had to sit down. Then suddenly, with a single bound, the bionic body of Boots sprang over the fence and landed on the other side. The Rubber Bandit learned a valuable lesson that day that helped him for the rest of his life. Offenses will come, but no matter how big they are, you can get over them. And everybody really seen the purpose for the offenses that fall when the big pot of cowboy stew, made by Cowboy Stu, was bubbling and bowls were being passed around the entire cowboy town.
ARK, Apostolic Radio Kids, where faith sets sail. Lord 256.
Hey parents, this next commercial is just for you. If you're involved with children's ministry in any aspect, you're a children's pastor or a Sunday school teacher, we encourage you to check out a few of our other podcasts designed just for you. Hear from experienced children's ministers through engaging episodes, discover practical tips, and get inspired by real stories straight from the trenches to encourage you as you train up a new generation of strong, godly boys and girls. Apostolic Children's Ministry Podcast 2.0, Kidmin Backstage, The Sunday School Minute, Apostolic Children's Network, The Sunday School Junkie, Growing Up with Papa, Kidman University, and these are just to name a few. Visit WPFkids.org to learn more. That's WPFkids.org. Now, kids, back to our podcast.
Hello? Is this thing on? Hello?
Hey, who's in there? Hey, are you in my recording studio? Get out!
Hello? Thanks for listening to ARK, Apostolic Radio for Kids. Up next is a special word from our sponsor.
Are you experiencing sudden emotional flare-ups, rapid voice elevation, uncontrolled eye rolling? Symptoms may include seat disputes, toy territory battles, and dramatic sighing. If so, you may need Peace Juice. Peace Juice is specially formulated to calm heated moments, soften stubborn attitudes, and reduce outbreaks of "it's mine." Just one imaginary sip and whoosh, storm clouds clear, voices lower, and friendships remain intact. But wait, there's more. Peace Juice isn't found in stores. It's delivered in bottles, and it doesn't come in grape or cherry flavor. Peace begins when pride ends. Real Peace Juice is activated by one humble heart, one calm response, one decision to value people over position. Side effects may include stronger friendships, quieter arguments, unexpected blessings. So the next time emotional thunder starts rumbling, reach for Peace Juice. Not from a shelf, from your heart.
Good morning. This is meteorologist Ben Breezy with today's forecast. Today we're tracking a developing system. It's one that we're very familiar with. It's called the argument season. That's right, we're seeing scattered storms of "that's mine," or "he started it," or "I had it first." And experts say these storms are especially active among siblings, cousins, and friends on playgrounds. Let's head to the weather wall. Okay, here on the map, we're noticing a large, dark cloud forming over an area called Shared Stuff Valley. That's right, this storm usually forms when two groups want the same thing. More toys than space, more cows than grass, more opinions than patience. That's exactly what happened in today's Bible forecast. Good morning. Long ago, Abraham and his nephew Lot were traveling together. They were blessed. Lots of animals, lots of servants, lots of stuff. And that's where the storm started. Their workers began arguing. "Your sheep ate our grass. Will your goats drink our water?" Tensions were rising. Pressure was building. The strife storm was about to explode. But Abraham did something unexpected. He didn't argue. He didn't shout. He didn't say, "I'm older, so I win." Instead, he said, "Let's not fight. You choose first." Good morning. And just like that, the storm began to clear. Okay, now normally when conflict forms, we see a strong pride gust blowing in. They sound like, "I'm not apologizing first. They need to say sorry. I'm right." Those winds push storms to grow bigger. But Abraham chose something stronger than pride. He chose peace. And Jesus later said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." That means God smiles on kids who calm storms instead of creating them. Good morning. Oh, wow. We know what that sound means. That's the good news. A peace front is moving into the region. This system brings humility, kindness, calm voices, and forgiveness. Now, when peace moves in, storms lose power. Good morning. Oh, no. Wait a minute here. We have a conflict advisory right out of nowhere, out of the blue, hitting us upside the head. If you notice arguments forming this week, here are emergency steps. Step number 1, lower your voice. Step number 2, listen. Step 3, be willing to give a little. And step 4, pray. Remember, peacemakers don't prove they're right. They protect relationships. Now let's head over for our final forecast for the week. If you hold on to pride, expect thunder, shouting, and stormy friendships. If you insist on winning every argument, expect cloudy homes and rainy attitudes. But if you choose peace like Abraham, expect calm conversations, stronger friendships, peaceful homes, and blessings from God. Because Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." So when arguments start forming, don't add lightning, bring the sunshine. And that's your forecast for the week. Choose peace, calm the storm, be a peacemaker. This is meteorologist Ben Brazy. Back to you in the studio, and good morning.
You're listening to ARK, Apostolic Radio for Kids. You climb above the ark and get ready for fun.
All right now, good morning. Scoot on in, find you a seat.
Hey, that's my seat.
No, it's not. I'm sitting here.
I always sit there.
Well, you're not sitting here today.
Uh-oh. We got ourselves a seat situation.
All right, boys. We ain't turning this bus into a courtroom this morning.
He's in my seat.
There ain't names on the seats.
That's right. Seats on this bus are first come, first served. Oh, and by the way, Miss Sunshine couldn't ride with us this morning. She had something come up early, but I think we still can figure this out. Now everybody buckle up. We're rolling. You know, boys, this reminds me of something that happened a long time ago. You see, there were two men named Abraham and Lot. They weren't just neighbors, they were family. They had traveled together, lived near each other, built their lives side by side, and God had blessed them. They had so many animals, so many tents, so many servants, that the land just couldn't hold them both comfortably anymore. Their herdsmen started arguing. Your sheep are too close to ours. Your cattle are drinking our water. This is our grazing land. Oh, the arguing got louder and louder, and the tension grew, just like two people sitting shoulder to shoulder, feeling crowded. Now, Abraham was older. He had authority. He could have said, "I choose first." He could have demanded his way. But instead, he said something powerful. He said, "Let there be no strife between us, for we are brethren." In other words, we're family. This isn't worth fighting over. Then Abraham did something that shocked everyone. He let Lot choose first. He gave up his right to pick first. He valued peace more than position. Lot looked around and he chose the land that looked greener, better, easier. Abraham, well, he stayed where he was. But do you know what happened next? God blessed Abraham even more, because when you choose peace, God handles the rest. You know, sometimes people fight over things that don't matter very much. A seat, a toy, a place in line, a turn at something. But when we choose peace, we protect something bigger. We protect the relationship.
I didn't know that story.
Me neither.
You can sit there.
No, it's fine. I can move.
So what if one of you chooses another seat? Not because you lost, but because you're making peace.
I'll move.
No, I'll move.
Now that's what I call a traffic jam of kindness.
You sit there this week, and I'll take it next week.
Deal. Fist bump.
That right there is stronger than winning an argument. Blessed are the peacemakers. All right now, let's head in quietly.
Service already started.
Would you listen to that? The Lord's already moving.
Lord, I don't want to fight over little stuff.
Lord, help me be a peacemaker.
Abraham chose peace in a field. These boys chose peace in a bus seat. And now they're choosing peace in his presence at the altar.
Guess peace gets you closer to the altar.
When you choose peace with others, you make room for God to move. And that's a blessing worth more than any seat on a bus.
You know, it's interesting how something small can feel so big in the moment. A seat on a bus, a place in line, a turn at something. It doesn't seem important when you say it out loud, but when it's happening, it feels personal. That's exactly how it was with Abraham and Lot. The land wasn't evil. The cattle weren't evil. The situation wasn't even that dramatic at first. It was just crowded. Pressure built, voices rose, and Abraham recognized something very important. If we let this continue, we'll lose more than land. We'll lose peace. He could have demanded his way. He was older. He had authority. He had the right. But instead, he said, "Let there be no strife between us, for we are brethren." That's powerful. Because most of the time, when we argue, we focus on being right. Abraham focused on being righteous. He valued the relationship more than the territory. And here's something I want you to notice. Peace cost him something. He gave Lot first choice. Peacemaking isn't passive, it's active. It means stepping back when your pride wants to step forward. It means speaking softly when your emotions want to get loud. It means remembering that the person across from you matters more than the position you're holding. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers," not the peacekeepers who avoid everything, not the peace fakers who pretend nothing happened. Peacemakers. That means you do something. You lower your voice. You soften your heart. You choose relationship over winning. When those two boys walked into church and went straight to the altar, that's what you saw. Peace didn't just change their seating arrangement, it changed their spirit. When you make peace with others, it becomes easier to feel peace with God. Because pride creates distance, but humility makes room. This week, you'll have moments where you can insist or you can release. Moments where you can escalate or you can stabilize. Ask yourself one question: is this worth hurting the relationship? And if the answer is no, choose peace first. Because blessed are the peacemakers, and God always honors the heart that chooses peace.
Thanks for listening in, boys and girls. Be sure to tune in next week where you'll hear more awesome stuff for apostolic kids just like you.
Tell your friends to find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other podcast places. Just search for ARK, Apostolic Radio for Kids. Your friends can get their parents to subscribe just like you, so they won't miss an episode.
Before we go, we need you to help us make this an exciting, fun, and safe place where we can grow in God's Word together. So get with Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa. Send us clips of you telling us your favorite parts, sharing your scripture, telling us a testimony, or even just a joke. Email us at podcast@wpfkids.org. That's podcast@wpfkids.org.
You might just find yourself on air on the ARK with us. Be sure to check out all of the amazing apostolic resources at wpfkids.org. See you next time on the
ARK, Apostolic Radio for Kids.